A man will always choose the weaker woman. Let me explain why. So, when you got an insecure man, because most of the time, only an insecure man is going to choose a weak woman. A man who is secure within himself going to always go with the stronger one because they can build better. Okay, so most insecure men gonna choose that weaker woman. Why, you say? Because she's gonna do whatever the fuck he say. He know he can do whatever the fuck he want, and she not gonna go nowhere. Most of the time, she's insecure, and it helps feed his ego because he is insecure. Okay, so then he typically not gonna go with the stronger one because she challenged him physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. She challenged him. She's going to call out the lack of accountability. She's going to call out the shortcomings. She's going to call out the manipulation, the gaslighting, the narcissist. She's going to call it all out. That weak one, she's going to bitch, but she ain't going to bitch about those. She's just going to bitch like, oh, you cheated on me. Most of the time, a man can peep out when a woman is weak. And most of the time, a man will tell other women, other people, she's weak-minded, but that's okay. So it's like, it's some things that women say that trigger men to like, oh, okay, oh, I know I can do that. When a woman begs a man to give her time or like, just let me grow, that's weak. That's weak right there. And another thing, when a man does wrong and a woman don't walk away, you're telling that man, I can do anything. And another thing is, you got to be careful about what you tell these men that happened in your past. If you tell a man, I let this nigga cheat on me, I took him back, I did this. That man calculating, okay, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, and she's still going, she gonna stay, she gonna stay. Especially a weak-minded woman. Let a strong motherfucker tell a nigga what happened in the past and he try that shit, watch how fast he gone. All right, y'all.
So first, a weak woman is never confident. She's never confident in herself. She's never confident in the way she speaks, the way she walks, the way she talks, the way she go about the day. She's never confident in nothing that she does. She's never confident in her own power. That's the first sign a man noticed a weak woman. She also went on to saying that a weak woman never keeps eye contact, and she's always something casual, and she's always scared to dress feminine. So she always dressed masculine just to project that strength. But a strong woman dress feminine. A strong woman embrace her femininity. But not to finish there, she also went on to saying that a weak woman is not gonna, sometimes she's gonna wear makeup, but oftentimes she don't. Sometimes she's gonna wear weave or wear fake hair, but sometimes she don't. Also, when you're taking them out to a date, a weak woman is going to be like, I don't have anything to wear. Or she's going to say something along the lines of, is there a specific dress code? She also went on to say weak women are really easy to target. And a man is going to target a weak woman. Even if he doesn't want to make her a wife, he's going to target her. A weak woman most of the time lacks self-awareness. She's going to lack self-respect.
Number one, you try too hard to be the exception. Oh, I'm better than his past. I'm better than his ex. When your mind shouldn't be that obsessed about what his ex was or how much of an upgrade you are, you should just be worrying about yourself and how the relationship that you are in is flourishing. You are putting yourself in an insecure spot where you're obsessing or in a one-sided competition with a woman that probably don't even give a damn about you. Number two, you try too hard to convince not only others, but yourself that you are a healed person. You do a lot of talking instead of embodying it. Yeah, you may talk about standards and what you won't tolerate and boundaries, but in real life, you still get treated like shit because you are not actually healed. That's why, and this also can apply to men as well, where you keep jumping from one situation to another, or you go into this whole thing where you're bashing the opposite sex just so you can feel good about yourself. Number three, you keep, and this ties into number two, you keep a man or a woman around just so you don't have to be alone, so you don't have to look within yourself because you really hate yourself. You hate what you see in the mirror. You hate your insecurities. So you'll rather act like you are so happy just to say you got a partner, or just to say you got a ring, or you're married, or you're a mother. You put your identity on other people. Number four, you see heartbreak or being played as humiliation instead of a way of a learning lesson so you can grow. You victimize yourself too much. Number 6, you believe that being chosen, ladies, is a form of that you are a man's prize. Your identity is getting a ring. Number 7, you ignore your intuition and call it patience.
The lower your self-esteem is, you finna get the doormat treatment. You'll be treated like a doormat and you will be picked for one thing and one thing only. That is the worst position you could ever be in as a woman. All this advice, all these women coming on these apps and telling you their stories, have you not learned, sweetheart? You need to have high self-esteem. You gotta put your foot down. I don't care how tempting it is. I don't care how fun it looks or how fine he appears to be, or because by you saying no, you are letting him know that, hey, I'm not going to tolerate this. Whatever you're saying to me, whatever you're trying to get at, whatever your intentions are, it's not going to work here. It holds no merit, it holds no validity, and it holds absolutely no value or benefit to me as a woman. I choose who to give my energy to. I choose who I give my time to. Because with time and with energy, you can't get it back. You can't get a refund on it. Once you give it away, it's gone forever. And we only have so much time on this green and blue earth. Do not fail the test. I'm telling you, y'all.
Let me tell you something about a woman. We as men, when we meet you, we can smell low self-esteem.
Woo! Smell it.
He said low self-esteem has a smell to it. I said, I've never heard that. He said it has a smell, it has a look. I don't care how prerogative you're dressed. I don't care how sophisticated you think you're looking. Low self-esteem has a smell, and let me tell you why. Because it's not the outer, it's the inner. So if the inner don't get healed, I don't care how you dress, I don't care how many BBLs you get, I don't care how many times you lay on the table and get the waist snatched and all that. If low self-esteem is there and you're not dealing with the reality of really who you are and allowing God to heal you so that you can walk in self-love, you're still going to keep projecting the same type of men.
One is a girl that try to convince herself that social media is not that big of a deal. This is where we get into the pick-me's, okay? This is a girl that has convinced herself that it doesn't mean anything that he likes other girls' pictures all the time. It doesn't mean anything that he follow all these OnlyFans models and Instagram models. It doesn't mean anything that he never posts you and he claims to want to live a private life. It just Instagram is made to like pictures. Shawty, you know you're not okay with that. You know deep down there's something wrong with that, bro. Like, and then like look at the day and age, bro. Social media is the easiest way to cheat. That's probably step one. If it ain't the workplace, you being weak, okay? That man is micro cheating on you. And I bet my last dollar, he gonna end up cheating for real. Number 2 is the woman that allowed her man to just disappear off the face of the earth with no update, no communication, nothing. It's been 5-6 hours and that man has not updated you with what's going on. He has not told you where he's at, what he's doing, what he plan on doing, what time he plan on coming home. And your response is he just a guy. He is out with the guys. He handling responsibility. He being a man. No, that man is out there doing you the worst way, Shawty, I promise. You know your man, right? And I know your man. When does he never not have his phone on him? When is his phone ever dying? When is it never not charged up? He like, my phone died, bro. That's why I had to go crash in my partner house, and I just woke up at 4:30, found the charge, and now I'm texting you. If you believe that, you a weak woman. 3 is when this man feelings are involved, when his emotions are evoked, when he's upset, you excuse his shitty ass behavior. I'm gonna give y'all some games, a peep. You do not judge a man by how he treats you when he's happy with you or how well y'all did in the cupcake phase of the beginning. You want to know how a man feel about you? How he handle you when he mad? When you done pissed him off, because it's going to happen. I mean, that's inevitable. But how he talk about you then? How he talk to you then? What's his tone? What'd he say? There's no such thing as I just said that because I was mad. Please, like, if you believe that you was a weak woman, you a weak man if you believe that bullshit for real. It's like that shit was brewing in them this entire time. And now you done stir their ass up so much that they got word vomit. Or shit, they may have said it intentionally to hit a nerve. 4 is the woman that allows her man to not show any type of effort. You don't require this man to meet any standards, okay? Listen to this. Your love that you have for your man should be unconditional. But being in a relationship with you is very much conditional. It's, my boy, it's rules, guidelines. This shit is in the terms and conditions, okay? You have got to treat me like a queen. And if you don't, we are done.
When an insecure man is dealing with 2 women, Most likely, he will always choose the weakest link. He will always choose the weakest link. The weakest link woman would think that she won because she's with him. But what she don't understand is that the whole time he's really wishing that he was with the strong woman, but too scared to be with the strong woman because he's too weak. See, an insecure man knows that a strong woman is going to make him level up and become the man that she needs him to be. An insecure woman will accept him as is, bad behavior and all, because she's weak with a very low self-esteem. And he knows that. See, an insecure man could never love a strong woman. He wouldn't know what to do with her. So instead, he settles down with the insecure, low self-esteem woman, wishing the whole time he had the guts and the strength to really be with the strong woman. And this is why I tell my independent ladies, choose wisely. When you choose a strong, secure man, he will know exactly how to love and handle a strong, confident woman. Remember, I told you.
Girl, most women are actually really scared of men, and they have a right to be, because men are super scary because many of them are predators. And so what I wanted to do as a dating coach for almost 15 years and as your fairy godbrother is to share with you some of the signs that a lot of these male predators are looking for when they're trying to date you, to see if they can exploit you, manipulate you, and just take control and advantage of you. Okay? So first, let's talk about reactions. They're always going to be looking at your reaction. So they will often test you by saying something a little bit disrespectful, teasing you, or a joke. You're going to have to set a boundary immediately and let them know how it makes you feel. That hurt my feelings. That made me uncomfortable. They will also compliment you, and they will look to your reaction. If you are minimizing it or saying, no, I'm not beautiful, right? Or you're acting like you've never had a compliment before in your life. Oh my God, thank you so much. This is so nice of you. I can't believe you're saying this. They already got you, girl. Okay, so they're looking at your reactions to how they are communicating with you. The other reaction that they're looking for is if they're going to ask you for a favor. They're going to ask you maybe for money, for a ride to the airport, maybe even career advice, right? Please don't give it to them. Don't give them anything. They want to see, is she going to give to me? Because real men that are in their masculine energy, they want to give to you. They don't want to take from you. Okay? Now, let's talk about what you say in your words. So if you're saying a lot of, I don't know, he already knows that he has you. Because it means that you're not checking in with yourself, that your head and your heart are disconnected. If you're saying a lot of self-deprecating things and humor, oh no, I'm not that smart, or oh, I'm not that good at math, he already knows that you don't think highly of yourself. So that you can just co-sign on whatever you're thinking, he can co-sign on that, and you can start to stay in a lower vibration or a lower sense of self-worth, okay? The other thing, if you're saying things like, I'm dating for marriage, I'm dating with intention. First of all, every man knows that if you're dating for all of that. And if you feel like you have to say it, he knows that you're desperate for it. You're desperate to be chosen, you're desperate to be in a relationship and to be married. Don't say those things. Also, don't talk about your healing journey. Everyone's healing, right? But if you're talking about your healing journey, he's going to take it as, oh, you must have really gone through some stuff. So you're going to be open to going through some stuff some more. So let's also talk about the physical, okay? So if you're around a guy and you start fidgeting with your clothes, right? It means that you're trying to look good for him, that he already has control over you. Or if, for example, and I'm a girl's girl, but I want to put you on here. If I see more skin than clothes, he knows that you're thirsty for attention, and that if he gives it to you, you're going to be putty in his hands. Okay? The other thing is, if you don't feel good about your body, if you're super tall or maybe you're thicker, a lot of those women, or even super skinny, right? You'll try to be small, right? And your posture will actually say a lot about you, and this is how the predators will target you. Okay? So that's the physical part. Now, let's talk about your actions. Don't chase. Don't initiate texts. Don't initiate calls, because you're chasing him. And when you chase him, he already knows that he has you. Okay? This is like catnip for predators. Now, I hope this is really helpful for you, and let me know if you have any other kind of telltale signs for a predator while you're dating. But I will tell you this, and this is the work that I do in my program with my ladies. All of this is related, especially if you're a black or brown woman, to a mother wound. And that your definition of love, your bonding pattern, if you have a highly critical and judgmental mother, hits each and every one of these things.